Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Luke Ness Monster, and today we'll be reviewing the Star Wars: The Black Series ARC Trooper Fordo. This is a part of the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm, which was actually last year in 2021, so this is an older figure, and I just finally got my hands on it. It is in stock on Walmart if you do want to go check that out, but this figure is actually based off of the 2003 Tartakovsky Clone Wars. And so because of that, they actually did this special Walmart exclusive release where they threw the figure in the classic 2003 packaging, which I absolutely love. So here it is on that 2003 Clone Wars card back, and it looks incredible. So taking a close look at the card here, we do have this cardboard insert on the inside of the plastic with ARC Trooper Fordo right here, looking great. It is just titled ARC Trooper. Unfortunate that they didn't actually give him the name Fordo. That is his name in the show, so it would have been nice, but you know, it is what it is. Obviously it does say Star Wars at the top, and it does say Clone Wars on the side. Looking great. Flipping around to the back, you can pause and read the bio if you would like, but we do have another image of Fordo right there. And now there is no proof that anybody can ever say that this is not Fordo. And if you guys didn't know, I actually have hated on this video, or not this video, this figure quite a bit, just because it's not accurate to the actual show. And they even like package it with the accurate version on the package and everything, but then the actual figure isn't accurate, so that's a whole nother ordeal. But if you do want to go see my video on that, it will be pinned in the card and linked in the description. But yeah, I do love the back of this card here, love the clones and the little like sketches, looks great. And of course we do have the 50th timeline, so let's go ahead, get this bad boy open and see what he looks like. Alrighty, so we do have Fordo out of the box. And I do have to say, this is a great figure. It's on the ARC Trooper body, and ARC Trooper body is great. So, for what it is, for just being a red ARC Trooper, it is a great figure. But the problem is, it's not just a red ARC Trooper, it is ARC Trooper Fordo, and I do have some problems with this when it comes to the accuracy to like the media it's from. This is just kind of like a red painted ARC Trooper, like I said, and it doesn't really represent Fordo in my eyes. Anyway, though, he does come with 2 pistols and 2 different blasters, so 4 weapons total, which is amazing. I know not all of the ARC Troopers has come with that, so it is nice to see that included on this figure. Anyway, let's go ahead, get him off the spinny stand, and take a closer look. So, we did get Fordo off the stand, and like I said, he looks really, really good for just a standard Phase 1 red ARC Trooper. He looks great, and I gotta give him that, because in this pose, he just looks really intimidating. He looks awesome. I do really love this brand new Phase 1 helmet. This is the first clone Phase 1 helmet that does have a rangefinder, which means that we could possibly see more Phase 1 clone commanders in the future. I also did notice it has a hole right here, which could mean we could get like a Cody visor or stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, before I do jump into articulation, I want to point out my problems with this figure. And like I said before, I did mention it's the accuracy, and I'll go ahead and I'll flip this around so you guys do have an image here. Actually, I'll keep it on the front because it's a bigger image right here. But as you can see, he does have this big like round pauldron, and instead of doing that, I understand he is an ARC Trooper, so what they decided to do was give him the ARC Trooper pauldron, which I'm not too upset about. What I'm upset about is that they gave him all of the ARC Trooper armor, but then didn't do anything with it. Like, it's one of those, you could either do the animated style or you could do the realistic style, and they decided to kind of do the middle ground that doesn't make any sense. They decided to go with the realistic armor, but the paint for the animated style, which means that you have this like really thick ARC Trooper chest plate here that is all white, and you have the ARC Trooper like shin pads and foot pads here that are all white, and you also have the backpack, gauntlets, stuff like that, all the stuff that comes with an ARC Trooper, but they left it all white because in the actual show it's supposed to be white because it's not supposed to be there at all. And what I would have wished they would have done is either given him the accurate pauldron, or what they should have done is they should have made this a realistic Fordo. So instead of making this like how it is, they should have painted it. Like, they should have painted the armor gray, they should have painted the shin guards gray and the shoes gray. They should have, added all those details that the ARC Trooper normally would have. That, I think, would have sold me on this figure. It's just the fact that they decided to go with the realistic armor and then only did, like, half of the paint that was necessary. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents, my little rant for the day. I still think it looks awesome how it is, but it just doesn't scream Fordo in my opinion. Anyway, jumping into articulation, he has the basic ARC Trooper articulation, so of course, arms can go all the way out, gets well past 90 at the elbows. Rangefinder's articulated, head has a double ball joint, ab has a ball joint. He can kick about that far out. After that, the pauldron starts to get in the way. And then, of course, he does have a ton of range at the knee. He does have a vertical and a horizontal hinge here at the wrists. And then ankles have a pivot and a rocker. So, pretty standard articulation. The ARC Trooper body's great, so not too upset with articulation. Now, I do love the accessories that they included. They, of course, did include the long rifle and, of course, the other blaster here. Great accessories. They don't have to include these with this figure, and I'm really glad they did. Biggest problem for me, if I don't drop the figure, is, of course, the pistols. I love the DC-17s here. It's a great weapon, but the problem is that that's not what Fordo is known for using. He's known for using these big, huge silencer, like modified DC-17s that's heavily featured on the box too. Like, those are the modified DC-17s, and they didn't include them with the figure. I think that's a huge missed opportunity. It's a big part of what makes Fordo Fordo, and it's something that they really should have done, and I'm upset that they didn't. Anyway, here we actually do have a side-by-side between the official Fordo here, and then a custom that was actually sent to me by a subscriber, Commander Cook. He is linked in the description if you want to go check him out. But yeah, this was a super amazing custom, so again, I do want to thank Commander Cook for sending this to me. But this is what I wanted in a Fordo. It has the circle pauldron that is accurate, which I do really, really like, and I'm this is what I wanted. It's accurate, and it does have the realistic helmet, though. So it's one of those where, like, yes, he's an ARC Trooper, but you didn't have to give him the ARC Trooper armor for it to be considered accurate. And I just think that was a big missed opportunity. I still think this figure looks amazing. Commander Cook even did include the animated helmet if I did want to use that, which is super cool. But this one even does have the accurate DC 17s here. I'll try to get a close-up on that so you can see. But yeah, I think that this is what I wanted out of a Fordo. This one's not bad, but this is the accurate version, I guess you could say. Anyway, first up for comparisons, we do have the only other two ARC Troopers in the Black Series as of right now. We have the Umra Operative ARC Trooper from the Gaming Grades Battlefront 2 line, and then of course we do have ARC Trooper Echo, my personal favorite figure of all time. They all look great together. I think I would have loved to see a Phase 2 helmet for Fordo, but it's not the end of the world. He still looks great. And yeah, these ARC Troopers just look great together, to be honest. Really loving how they look. Then, of course, next up we do have Fordo next to the only other Walmart exclusive Tartakovsky figure that I have, which is Mace Windu. There is a General Grievous in the line, but it's not one that I personally picked up. Mace Windu here looks great. Obviously, he was featured in the Clone Wars show, so it's nice to see him next to Fordo. Both are looking great. And then, of course, Fordo is just a red ARC Trooper, so I figured I would show him off next to some of the other red clone troopers we have in the line. Of course, we do have the Bad Batch Imperial clone shock trooper on the left, and we have Commander Fox on the right. Looking great, and I do love the red color scheme going on here. It looks really good. So overall, I think this is a really good figure. If I look past the inaccuracies, I think that the inaccuracies are unfortunate, but it's a good figure regardless, and it's something that I'll learn to live with. It's not my perfect Fordo, but for what it is, I think it is really cool, and I cannot doubt that it just looks super cool. I would love to see a blue version of this for the other ARC Troopers. I'd like to see a few of those. I don't know if we will ever see them, but I'm really hoping so, crossing my fingers, because he would look so good next to Fordo. And then, of course, yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Not my best score, not the worst score I've ever given out, but I think for what it is, it's a great ARC Trooper. Is it Fordo to me? No. Is it Fordo to you? That's up to you to decide. But for me, the weapons aren't accurate, the blasters aren't, and then of course the armor's not. So I think it's a great ARC Trooper, but just not a great Fordo, and that's why I'm giving him a 3 out of 5. I do recommend him, though, to any Clone Wars fans, or just Clone Trooper fans in general. If you are a Clone Trooper fan, I highly suggest you pick this one up, because it is a great figure just for being a Clone Trooper. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.